Good afternoon. This is Mystic Jen. I'm here with a client reading my client had ordered. Typically, it's a 3-card reading. It's a small past life reading, but I've added some things to this. I am very late and I do apologize. And she understands some of the things that was going on. But I'm finally able to get her reading done for her. And anyhow, this past life reading kind of reflects on things that affect what happened in your previous life and how it affects you. Okay. And what we start up at the top actually. And this is the soul card, the soul lesson card. What this is lessons and blessings. And the essence of what you learned from a previous previous life is that you went through so many hardships. And basically from going through those hardships and with grace is what I want to say. Hardships with grace. That those energies prevail in this lifetime in the form of blessings. Okay. What this is saying is that because of the hardships that you encountered, and despite that, you in this past life, you still had this soft, nurturing, yet strong nature about you. You withstood the hard times. And this life brings rewards to you. Okay. Along with this card, I had another card come out of the deck. This is the time period that we are talking about. The Greco-Roman. Now, feel free to go ahead and Google it and get information about this past life. But I feel this is Roman times. This is during the Roman Empire. Okay? Greece and Rome. So there was slavery, which we're going to get to that too. But this was during the Roman Empire. Okay. And you also have up here, this is a Akashic tarot deck. This is the Willow. So this is why I say that your present life is deeply seated in the past life. Okay. And you were strong like the willow tree. Your roots were deeply planted. And you were deep with family. Your roots went deep and would soak up the loving waters from below, nourishing you. But you were a tree planted by the water where that you could not be moved. No matter how rough life got for you, you stood strong. And even now, life throws you curveballs, but yet you stand strong. And that is something for you to be proud of. That is something that you bring into this life from a previous life. Now, this card over here is about how does the past life affect your current life. And the health card came up. You might have suffered some health issues that I feel may have prematurely ended your life. But these health issues are related to this over here, which I will get to in a moment. Okay? But in addition to that, see, the sense is that the health issues, and you dealt with health issues of other people as well. I'm feeling like maybe perhaps you were a healer back in the Roman times. And because you were a healer, you were persecuted. Okay? Which is over here. Imprisonment or in slavery. Okay? This card came out. This is just one. I just put it where I felt I needed to put it. But it fell out of the deck. So you were imprisoned during this Roman time, or you were in slavery. But I'm feeling along the lines of imprisonment because of this. You were a healer, and a lot of times when miracles happen, especially back then when miracles would happen, people would be healed at a touch. You were viewed as maybe being a witch or something like that, something unholy. So, I feel you were imprisoned as a result of this. And how this actually affects your present life is, I feel like you're very empathic towards others. You pick up on how people are feeling. I think you, if you really tuned in, you would pick up on even the illnesses of others. I feel this is an area that you need to explore, because this is saying you were a healer back then and you're a healer now. You have healing hands if you harness that energy. Whether it's in the form of Reiki or pranic healing, holistic healing. Use an energy to heal yourself and others. This may be something you already know, or you may have already been told. But I feel like your purpose in this life is healing others. Okay. Now, power from a past life. Some would think it'd be odd for unrequited love to give you power. Okay. Now, there was somebody in your past life that you loved very much. I feel that you were probably married to this person. Maybe it was an arranged marriage. But that person did not love you the same way that you did, that you loved them. And this imprisonment card has multiple meanings here. So you're in this marriage in your past life, and you're feeling trapped because I feel like you were forced into this marriage. Either you loved him and he didn't love you back, or vice versa. He might have been in love with you, but you did not feel the same about him, and you felt imprisoned. But I feel this man also may have hurt you in some way. I feel like maybe health-wise, he could have been abusive. And back then, to keep their women in line, that was acceptable. Okay? So again, you felt imprisoned. And I also feel like you may have been in slavery or physical prison over healing others. Okay? And then the messages from the past, memories from the past. I'm sorry about my coughing. That has not left me yet. It's still a result from that medication. I'm sorry. The forgiveness with imprisonment. This man that hurt you. I think you remember this. I think that, and correct me if I'm wrong, if you do not attract narcissists, controlling men, that you haven't really found that true love yet. You're always finding the wrong man that hurts you. And that is because of a memory from your past that's subconscious. You may even have dreams about being in prison. Not sure. Maybe you have, I don't know, do you have these fears of being possibly claustrophobic? I'm picking up claustrophobic. Can't be in enclosed places, maybe like even in airplanes. Maybe you have a fear of flying. I'm seeing these wings, I'm seeing flight. Maybe you have a fear of flying also. But it's like you can't be in closed places. I feel like maybe even panic attacks. That's related to health. That could be something that is brought into this current life. that needs to be dealt with. But the forgiveness part, forgiving the transgressions that were brought against you. This is your key to releasing yourself from these energies from this Roman period, this past life that you lived in the Roman times. Okay? Some of the things that you are experiencing right now, unfounded fears, claustrophobic, bad relationships. But despite it all, you're still strong, which is totally amazing. You still come out, and each one, you're still you're strong. You're so rooted that these relationships in this life don't break you, is what I'm saying. They're not easy to deal with. They're still hurtful. But you always come out standing strong like the willow tree. Okay? This forgiveness, I feel, is also related to yourself. Self-forgiveness. I feel like you blame yourself sometimes for the decisions you make. You need to release any guilt that you are feeling. And I'm not saying guilt about hurting other people. I'm saying guilt towards yourself. Now's the time to take charge. With these here, if you're involved right now, maybe you're feeling like he doesn't love you, which I feel that maybe not to the extent that you're in love with him, but I do feel that there's somebody prominent in your life at this moment. There's a string or a thread that just cannot seem to break. I feel like a past life regression, a couple's past life progression, you and him together would be needed to really find out the roots of your relationship. There is some forgiveness that has to be done there. I feel like you two are in a past life together. And there's forgiveness in this relationship, okay, that needs to start healing. And dealing with these claustrophobic and these fears. These are things you need to deal with, okay? But these here also made you stronger. And you'll need to, and your life purpose, like I said, deals with holistic healing. I feel like that's a path that you need to explore and look into. And this unrequited love also might make you afraid of relationships. In some instances, afraid to get too close to somebody. That just came to me. Okay? But all these hardships are going to bring blessings to you in this life. As long as you keep rooted, you keep strong, you keep grounded. Let the forgiveness and healing take place within your current life. Because these are definitely reflections of what has happened in your past life. And what you're going through right now, relationship-wise, or what you've gone through in the past, it could be recent past. There was a past life connection to that person that made you feel unloved and unwanted. There's forgiveness of that needs to take place. And I definitely feel like there was a past life connection between the two of you that you probably need to explore in more detail. This reading is too general to really dig deep and uncover that. And sweetheart, because this reading was so late, This is about all the messages that I have in this reading right now. So you kind of know where you were and how certain things are playing out in this life that played out in the previous life. Why you have certain fears, okay? Like with the imprisonment, enclosed places, claustrophobic kind of. Panic or anxiety attacks, possibly. It's all related to this, okay? And the fact that you have healing hands, okay? Now, this is what I'm going to offer you. Because I was so late on this reading, if you go to my Etsy shop or message me on Etsy, and I'll send you a personal discount code, okay? That personal discount code will let you get a full 20-plus card past life reading that really digs super deep into your past life and lives. I will give you 50% off. Half price. Whether I create a special listing for you or what, we'll figure that out. Just message me if you would be interested in digging deeper into this. And again, I apologize for how late that this has been, but I am back on track. I'm feeling better now. Okay, I thank you for watching. Anybody else that would like a reading, please do see the description box.